Let's see. Let's see if we're live. Are we live? I don't know.
I hope so.
Let's see. How does the sound sound? Can anybody hear the sound?
Sure, the phone went off.
Yeah.
Turn that off.
Yeah. Now we're talking. Okay, so we got the boat set up, and we got some food in the slow cooker here. Oh yeah, and it's cold out here. We're using a little Mr. Buddy heater. That's like right down there. And I'm streaming on the laptop today, so I don't have probably the best quality. But this is the weekly video because I was really not feeling good this week for a lot of the week, and I couldn't get out to actually film something. So I give you a video. So here we are in the boat. We're not on the water because the water's all frozen. But step two.
First step two.
Step two. All right. So Crazy Neighbor is with us today, which is awesome. And yeah, I'm just about over the illness. It might have been a combination flu, cold sort of thing. Oh my, who's that? Thank you for the super chat, DeAndre Pope. Unbelievable. And 73 Forged Knives, thank you as well. So what I'm going to do, I don't have a moderator on here. And it's the comments go, hey, Nicholas Green, you made it. Awesome. There are so many comments just scrolling past. I try to get what I can. A super chat, obviously, I'll give you guys credit for that for sure. But it doesn't really, I'll answer the interesting questions, that type of stuff. So let's get started.
Okay.
Oh, we're live. If you'd like to help, you could, and if not, that's fine too. Beautiful wife.
If it gets to be too much, text me and I'll be like,
Okay. Oh, Nicholas Green, you want to be a moderator? Yeah. Let's get you as a mod. Okay. Hold on a sec here. Add moderator. Okay. Awesome.
all right, go ahead and text me if you need me.
Okay. Thanks. So, beautiful wife was going to moderate. Oh, you okay?
Yep, just picked over one of the
JS, thank you so much. TJ Grace, thank you so much. Yes. And yeah, the comments I try to, let's see, live chat. I haven't actually played around with pop out chat. What happens there? I don't like that. Yeah, by the time I started doing live chats, I had way too many viewers and people to possibly keep up with. So it's hard to learn it as I go. But New Jersey Workshop, thank you guys so much. So let's see. Syria, we have people from Dave Hooper. You're amazing. Thank you so much. Sorry, I've got step two here. And let's get to a few questions. Is it cold?
It's goddamn cold.
It's cold, yeah. I'd say so. Yeah, we can see the breath.
That's what the heater on, boys.
Yeah, that's an 18,000 BTU heater, and we got that running off a cylinder. Bob Wright, you're a man. That's just awesome, guys. Not expected, but accepted and highly appreciated, because that keeps us building some crazy things out here. So, we didn't get to the temperature. Rob
I turned my
Matheson.
phone off so people wouldn't harass me. But
people like to, hey, yes.
It's damn cold.
See, Nicholas Green, do you want me to add you as a moderator? Yes, I do. I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, who's sending these chats? A Cougars Cub. Xbox Rocks. You guys are all class acts, but again, definitely not expected. And please forgive me if I can't actually. If I miss you guys, I'll hit you all up next time for sure on the next video.
I'm gonna get a little bit closer to the
alt
computer
media
so I can read some
supervisor.
of this.
Thanks.
Just
So
want to be able to read what the people are saying too. So,
okay.
all righty.
Okay.
Hi guys.
Connor Stewart, you're the man. Oh, unbelievable. Unbelievable, Brett. What can I say? That's it's paid for all the food and beer today. So, anyways, we didn't get to the temperature. Okay, we're gonna do the temperature here. Temperature in Edmonton feels cold. It's been a lot colder than this. Edmonton -8 right now, Celsius, which is in Fahrenheit. -8. Let's see. -8 Fahrenheit, not -8 Celsius in Fahrenheit.
I'll tell you one thing, we don't need a refrigerator for step 2.
No refrigerator required for step 2. And yeah, it's 17 degrees Fahrenheit here. Ian 57, you're the man. Nicholas Green, you didn't have to do that. You're a mod. But thank you very much. And holy moly, guys, let me catch up here. Okay, you guys are going to get a big, long shout out because I'll have to address some questions. Or at least get to, we're not on the river because that's frozen right now. And I was worried that it would be, interpreted that we were going to take this actually on the river for the live stream. And I hope to do that if I can find a good spot with cell service. But cell service in Canada could be a little bit spotty. So we don't always get really good spots to connect. So that is a project for this spring coming up.
We do have a major trip planned for the pontoon boat on the river this summer.
Yes.
You just have to keep tuned. I'm not going to give you a spoiler alert or anything. It's going to happen.
Yes. Oh yeah, Rogers. That's who I use. Actually, I got Fido, and it's not good in the remote areas, but I like it because they give me 5 free 1-hour sessions of data a month, and I just park right under a cell tower and I upload my videos, like 20 gig 4K video, just right for free off the cell phone. I do that 5 times a month. So let's see. Thanks, McDave. You're the man. And so what we got is a big plan for the videos here. Belus Traveler. Thank you so much. With the videos, I'm going obviously with the Thursday videos, and I don't think I really missed one since September when I first started doing that stealth camping thing. So I'm going to start throwing in, the odd live stream, hopefully on top of the regular video. And that's the way we're going to do that. And then I'll put in extras as I can, but there will be one on Thursdays, and then whatever else I can put out when I can, I'll just put out some extra videos because camping season is coming up. You smoke on my camping trips? Well, I sure don't. Crazy Neighbor has been known to have a stogie or 2 out on the trips, and actually, if I'm celebrating, I might have a cigar. I was tempted to have a cigar for the 100,000 subscribers, but I did not have one. So
as far as the other stuff goes, that's all unsubstantiated rumors.
Yes.
No factual proof.
Yes. So with the stealth camping, I'm trying to rotate between some things because I had my original subscriber base was really not on board with the stealth camping. That was kind of pushing the boundaries of what people were willing to watch. And most of them have stuck through, but they do want to see some normal camping. So I'll do some stealth camping, some kind of normal camping, but it's never really normal.
I think some ice fishing.
Some ice fishing.
We should have some plans
coming
on some
up
ice fishing.
for sure.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's get some ideas out here, guys. What do you want to see? We're gonna build this plan here for what we're gonna do. Let's see.
Look, my idea, ice fishing when I was a kid, is we'd go out to the lake and we'd bring back 400 or 500 pounds of ice.
Yes. Ice fishing. Sorry, guys. Still getting rid of the cold. Crazy Neighbor. Yes. We'll do a Christmas vlog. I'm going to do this. And I was going to surprise, with an extra little video. I'm just going to set up that ice fishing tent and set up the fireplace in there and do a Yule log channel where I open it up, put in some wood, and, just an hour of the fire going in the wood shed. So let's see. Some people want to see hot air balloon. I hate heights. I can't do that.
I have a healthy respect for heights. I'm not really scared of them, but I have a very healthy respect for them.
Ice fishing with Sasquatch. I don't know about that.
I know
Gold
Sasquatch, he's a pretty nice guy, you know, if you get right down to it, you know, they're okay.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, that's the thing. Is like it seems like
just leave them alone, they'll leave us alone.
yeah, the more effort that goes into the video, the worse they seem to do. Because I guess there's real shows on Discovery Channel with like drones and all this stuff capturing wildlife, that type of thing. So if I go out and try to do that, it's like I'm a hack trying to show the wilderness. But if I just go down and stealth camp, people love that. So
Yeah. And you know, a lot of that is clickbait too. And you know, I've never seen you do anything that even remotely related to clickbait. Like
I don't.
it's all really realistic.
I don't like the clickbait. Oh, so
No.
the igloo that's in the plans. Despite the weather did dip down fairly cold,
Yeah, the igloo. Yeah,
but we got a big igloo plan.
Boy, big
I don't know
igloo
how
plan.
big they can actually be built, but we're gonna push the limit on that.
I'll tell
to
you
see.
what, it involves a snowplow.
Hey.
Okay, spoiler alert! It
Spoiler
involves
alert.
a snowplow.
No, it doesn't. Camping inside the Walmart. Well, we don't have 24-hour Walmarts here, so at that point, I'm really trespassing. That's a big ticket, and I get in trouble. 30-day survival. I'm remembering all these ideas. Farts, come on, guys. It's PG. I'm gonna hush you, farts. Aha. Timeout. No farts on the channel. You get a timeout. Let's see.
Well, there's always one bad apple.
Don S. Thank you so much. Who is this? Oh. People love to message me when I'm on a live stream. Sorry about that, guys. Merry Christmas to all you guys, and happy holidays. We don't celebrate Christmas, but I celebrate Christmas, so that's what we do. No stealth camping naked.
But you know what? It is getting pretty warm in here because there's actually water dripping from the roof here.
The up on
I think I'll give that a little wipe.
up on the rafters. Yeah, things are melting here.
Well, we did have the boat sitting in the backyard for quite a while. Tarps all covered in snow and stuff. So
There's a
just
question.
kind of threw it together today. So
Have I never ever needed to be rescued? Not yet, but
oh yeah, it will come.
I'm sure the day is going to come. On the river, that was
On
a
the
close
river?
one.
Yeah.
On the river, we almost had to get a friend to come out with their boat and pull us out.
Oh yeah, and another great shout out to Darcy and Cindy.
Darcy and Cindy provided
if they
those
didn't
push
give
poles.
us those push poles,
We'd still be on
we'd
the river.
still be on the river. Thanks a lot, Darcy and Cindy.
All right. New Jersey Workshop, I'm just going to make you a mod because there. Adding you as a moderator. Thank you. Then I can actually try and get through the comments if they're not all filled up with, farts and stuff
I'm
like
kind
that.
of looking for some good questions. Give us some questions rather than comments. Just give us a
Camping in the
question.
res. Have I ever?
It's really nice to hear it. Great to see you guys doing what you're doing, that kind of stuff. But give us a question. We'll answer the question.
Yeah. Let's see. Steve, is there a Mrs. Wallace? Yep, there is Mrs. Wallace.
Oh, absolutely.
beautiful wife.
Yeah,
She doesn't.
beautiful wife.
She prefers to remain off camera. Thanks, Alex M. Or Alec. Yes, Alec M. Yes. Okay. Actually, yeah, I'll get through some of the bio questions, that type of stuff. All the commonly asked ones that I get all the time. But yeah, beautiful wife. She prefers to remain.
Step 2.
Yeah, I've got a step 2.
Actually, got a new step 2.
Yes. Beautiful wife prefers to remain off camera because the internet can be pretty mean, and 99% of my comments are fantastic. But there's that, 1% or whatever that it can be mean, and why expose yourself to that if you don't have to? So unfortunately, she doesn't appear on camera, but quick bios because
But
I've
she
never.
is right. She is a beautiful wife. I've met her many, many times, and she is the most happy, go lucky, beautiful person in the world. She is a beautiful
Matt
wife to see.
Usmag, thank you very much. Okay, so I got to go over just a bunch of the quick, simple bio questions. I'm 38 years old. I'm a gas fitter by trade, and I do furnace repairs. So that's my regular job. And I do that as my own company, so I can actually flex the time off to get out and go camping. And that leaves my summers pretty open because there's not a lot of furnaces to repair. I had surgery on my neck. I get a lot of questions about what the scar is there. I probably can't see it very good on the webcam. But I had a cyst in my neck when I was 18, and they removed that, and all's been well. Aside from that, I have a naturally thick neck. I don't lift weights or anything. It's just that way. Like the big neck guy. What's in the crock pot? Those are Johnsonville smoked brats. I think brats is...
I can't believe they ever sponsored you. Yeah, you eat these so many times. No sponsorship.
We got them.
Okay.
We got them in step 2s, of course, in the slow cooker. And the slow cooker is actually running off of this portable power pack, and we all know which one that is because
it's not plugged into an extension cord. This is plugged into a
195 watts
power pack.
that it's drawing right there. So that'll be good for the course of this video. Let's see. Favorite outdoor meal? That's right here. This is my favorite outdoor meal.
Yeah, we just talked about that.
Every time I try to think of something so that it's not the same cooking stuff or not the same steak on a rock or whatever every single time. And so I try to, make a camping idea or recipe part of it. But every time I get out, I start cooking risotto and truffle oil. I'm craving those hot dogs or the sausages, smoked sausages on buns. Like cook them on a fire right on a stick. I'd be happy eating that every camping trip, to be honest.
But for breakfast, I've been out with Steve a couple of times, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think our best breakfast meal is bacon and beans.
Bacon and beans is pretty good.
Bacon and beans. It's
those
pretty simple. You cook some bacon, you cook some beans.
Those dehydrated hash browns are fantastic.
Oh, those are good too, yeah.
In a little box from Costco.
Really good.
The worst camping trip I've ever had. I think you weren't with me on this. This was at a national park with beautiful wife, and the people in the camp beside us were just going nuts, partying all night. And I used to be those people, so I understand. But we just avoid any type of public campground because they're expensive. You got to reserve them in like January, and they're all snapped up in a week or two.
Yeah, things have changed.
Yeah, people
this
are.
This is
out.
why we go on the.
We hit the logging roads and stuff like that, and we do kind of like a redneck camping with torches and all that. And I don't begrudge. There's nothing wrong with anybody that uses the fire steels and all that. That's good stuff to know how to do for sure. But it's all just another piece of technology, the same as a lighter or whatever. Yeah. It's more difficult, but I don't know how much more merit there is.
We just get out there and enjoy ourselves. We don't really care about how hard it is.
Jared
we try
Clark,
to make it as easy as possible.
Roman Bard, thank you. Bye, Crazy Neighbor Kiss Beer. Okay.
Hey, yeah, Crazy Neighbor says hi.
I have never been through Tennessee. Actually, I've been thinking this summer because summer's the slow season for my furnace repair work. I'm going to just start traveling around and film the camping videos all across like Canada, maybe into the States, and see what I can see. But I haven't spent much time in the States. I've gone through it sometimes on the way to Toronto, but there's definitely a lot that I want to see. Basically every touristy thing there. I want to see Mount Rushmore, Yellowstone, Old Faithful. Like
Steve and I spent a lot of time talking about things that we want to do, and I always wanted to go across the Milk River and kind of just go underneath the barbed wire fence between Montana and Alberta.
Oh yeah,
and
Okay, I'm going to address the Step 2 merch because
Step 2 merch.
The Step 2 merch.
We have Step 2 merch.
We will.
Awesome.
Max N has just sent me the files. I was gonna get those sent off to Teespring today, but we do have some Step 2, some Crazy Neighbor merch, all that type of stuff, because I do appreciate the beer donations. I really appreciate the super chats, but I really want you guys to actually get some value, of course, for yourselves out of that. Let's see. My ancestral origins, Welsh and Scottish and English are my ancestral. That's all I know of. What are you? You're Scottish.
I already said one thing that I wanted to bring up if the Scottish thing ever came up, and you said no, I can't say that on YouTube. So I can't do that.
No, you can't tell the Scottish.
It has something to do with the kilt.
No, you can't tell the kilt joke on my channel.
No, I can't tell the kilt.
You got your own channel for that.
That's right.
Some people do ask, do I have Instagram? Yeah. Camping Steve on Instagram is my Instagram. And then I have Camping with Steve on Facebook, and I got a Twitter, which I don't really use, and I don't know what it is. But that's all actually on my page.
But getting back to the heritage, I will agree with you, okay? You know, my dad for many, many years used to tell me when I was a little young boy, there's two types of people in this world. There's them that Scotch and them that wishes they was. Yeah. I really can't argue with the man.
Okay, so here, did I go camping when I went to Europe? I was really tempted to in the Czech Republic. Looked beautiful. Czech Republic, Austria, there's a lot of good camping spots, but unfortunately I didn't. I just stayed in a party hostel because wine was cheaper than gasoline. So that's where I ended up.
So what was the beer like in Europe?
It was good. You know, it's
right on.
You know, I didn't see, a world of difference because we do have some import beers here too, right?
Yeah. So we do drink a lot of different types of beer. Anybody that brings a beer over, we don't care what type it is.
Mm-hmm.
At least I'll drink it if he won't.
Boat build guide and truck build guide. So we don't really know how we're building these. We just kind of rig it up as we go. Out here we call it farmer rigging, and we just kind of we don't know. We don't have a plan when we start, so
It's kind of by the seat of our pants.
By the seat of our pants.
We look at it and say, "Okay, is this going to work?"
Yeah.
If it does, it does. If it doesn't, well, plan B.
Yeah. So anyway, for the live stream, I'm planning to be on for about an hour. I think that's a reasonable amount. But Skid Row, no, we're not camping on Skid Row. Oh yeah, Chud 327. He does the boat builds in really good detail. So
we got a lot of inspiration from him.
Chud 327. We were actually just on his YouTube looking at what he did for the boats. And so that's where we got our ideas. We saw how his were floating, and we're like,
I think we did improve upon it a little bit.
Yeah.
But we got a lot of inspiration from that man. And hey, watch his channel. Chud, what is it, 347 or something?
Yeah.
Chud 327. Family oriented, spends lots of time with his kids and everything.
Oh, he's a good guy.
Oh, very good guy. Yeah.
And let's see. Beautiful wife is in the house because one, it's too cold out here, and I'm not going to make her deal with this, but and
she doesn't like being on camera.
She's busy. She's got her own stuff, actually.
That's right. Yeah.
Cowboy hat rocks. There you go, Glenn. That's
it's
awesome.
Not a cowboy hat.
Okay. Here's a good one from Rob Brown.
Rob Brown, is that my son?
That's a familiar name. So no, it's Brown with an E. But
okay, all right.
Asks if I prefer camping in the winter or the summer. Neither. Well, if I had to choose, I'd pick the winter, to be honest.
Doesn't matter. Yeah.
But spring and summer spring and fall are the best, in my opinion. I like those daytime highs about 60 Fahrenheit, 15 degrees Celsius. You can throw on your clothes. You can have a nice fire. You can bundle up to stay warm. Any colder, and it's not really that comfortable. And I don't know. I run hot, so I always like to have a little bit on the cooler side.
For a lot of you subscribers that have been with Steve since the very beginning, you'll know all about the video that Steve and I did when we were out in bear country in Belmont. And we were out there, I can't remember, 10 days, 2 weeks, something like that.
Yeah.
And we were both petrified of the bears. We had the electric fence and everything. And of course, in Canada, we're not allowed to carry weapons or anything. But boy, we sure had a good time on that one. Learned a whole bunch of stuff and saw a whole bunch of stuff. And it was just amazing.
I'm got a question here from Philip Wicker. If I check my Instagram messages, I try to. I've been, out of commission with a little bit of sickness and also working. So I've been meaning to get to it, but I got to get through all my messages. I normally try to get a couple of days a week where I can get through comments and questions on Instagram and Facebook, etc. But I've not forgotten. I'm not ghosting anybody or anything like that. I will, no matter how long it takes me. Why not about to carry a weapon? Well,
in Canada, that's pretty hard.
It's not impossible in Canada, but we're traveling through national parks and that type of thing, and you really gotta get your. Well, other people are gonna know better than me, but I don't have the license to get the gun in the first place. I don't have a gun yet, but I don't know. That's
not too excited about getting one either.
I'm not against guns by any stretch.
I'm not against guns.
I have no problem with guns, but
I used to have guns. I gave it up a long time ago.
I just don't have one. That's all. Oh, Chris DeNorth. Thank you very much, my friend. Okay, the beer we're drinking today, delicious brew house, refreshing Pilsner brewed in Saskatchewan. And actually, when I lived in Saskatchewan, I lived in Saskatoon for a little bit, and they used to sell this in like 2-liter pop bottles. It was pretty sweet. Come to Vancouver Island and drink a Lucky. Yeah, I'm missing Vancouver
we have
Island.
Lucky here too, and there are some people that come over to Crazy Neighbors Garage once in a while. They bring Lucky. We don't care. We'll drink whatever they bring.
Yes,
but it's a good beer.
Christmas
like
plans.
it.
What's going on for Christmas? Well, I'm going to have Christmas dinner with beautiful wife's family and our family friends as well. Yeah. So we do that annually at Christmas, and then Easter we have that at beautiful wife's place. And I have my dad's in town, and he comes and attends typically.
As far as Crazy Neighbor goes, I have 4 adult children and a whole bunch of grandkids, and what we do for Christmas is we rent the hall. Somebody can get like 35, 40 people in there, and all is good.
Here's a good one.
None of us has a house big enough to put all of us into.
Jeff Weber says, Steve, have you ever gotten frustrated during filming when you just went home? Once,
yeah, especially when you drop the camera.
When I dropped the camera, I didn't mind,
yeah.
But I went out camping, and like I plan these videos because I got to upload them Thursday, and I really want to commit to that. And I get out there, and I planned exactly where I was going. I show up, and there's nowhere left. It's like Crown land, but there is campers and trailers. A guy's got his boat engine out. He's rebuilding. Like there's people squatting there, and I'm like, okay, now it's getting dark, and I got nowhere to go camping. So then I think that's what started the whole stealth camping thing, is I kept getting skunked going out to my secret spots, and I just set up in the city to get a video out. But
so how's our moderator doing? Is he giving you some
these comments
questions?
I can actually keep up with. We got like 1,400 people watching right now.
Oh,
so
we can't possibly ever keep up with that.
Cool.
Thanks for your patience, guys. But
yeah,
it's pretty hard to keep up. And thanks for the moderator too.
Yeah, for the 2020 Hunkered Down event, what I'm thinking of doing is setting up a little, trip across, Canada through the States a little bit, and then just kind of announcing, like, I don't want to organize things, rent campgrounds, get insurance, and then hire bands and have a concession. Like, that's not what it's about. It's just about meeting up with some subs and having some step twos and some, campfire songs and whatnot. So probably as I'm doing the trip, I'll announce of what campground I'm going to be going into, and I'll get kind of a tour going. North American camping tour, the best kind of tour there is. So
I'm really looking forward to this.
Crazy Neighbor is really my neighbor. He's across the alley from me.
Absolutely. Yes, I am.
We did not know each other before we ran into each other in the back alley. And he invited me over to his garage for a beer. I had a beer, and then we had similar interests in common about building stuff, camping,
one thing
outdoors.
led to another. There's always something going on over at Crazy Neighbor's Garage.
Holy moly. Brett Lahu. Oh, I'm sorry. I butcher these names.
Just
keep doing that. You didn't bring your glasses. And John Kronk. Amazing. Well, thank you from Canada all the way to New Hampshire. Greetings from Saskatoon. Used to live there. It was a fun place. Jack Stand, that is extremely generous. You are the man. The Yeti cooler.
The Yeti cooler, yeah.
The Yeti cooler. It's working good. We don't need it now, obviously, and haven't needed it for several months. And it's a bit too much for stealth camping.
It's been a few months that I needed the Cobra too. So
yeah, camp in the middle of the woods in the expressway. I get that a lot. I think I might do it, but then I get all the trolls on there. They're like, what's the point of camping with all that traffic noise, blah, blah, blah. Or what's the point in general? You know what the point is? Adventure, and it's fun. That's why. That's what we like to do. Crazy Neighbor's channel is just called Crazy Neighbor, spelled the Canadian way with a...
Yeah, and you know what?
You are...
The only reason Crazy Neighbor has a channel, because once upon a time I seen a comment and said, let's see some more of the Cobra. So I gave him an 18-second video of the Cobra. That's it. That's the only thing that's on my channel. And that's the only reason why.
Go camping with Joe Robinette or Zachary Feller. Joe Robinette, my phone went off today and I looked at it. Joe Rogan had started following me on Instagram, so I was like, sweet.
That's
I thought
good,
I thought he was not happy about what it was, the type of camping I was doing.
Hey, you guys, you're both in the same genre.
We're
He's a little
very
bit more.
different.
He doesn't like fires quite the way you do. I keep telling Steve, after all the things we've done and crazy ways to start a fire, you got to put a compilation together on how to start a campfire. And she said, no, we don't have enough yet.
We're not going to do
We
that.
don't have enough yet.
Junkyard Cooking, thank you so much. Stand up, gent or woman, I'm not sure. But
Well, lots of cooking.
favorite beer of all time, Innocent Gun, my friends. That's
My favorite beer is cold beer.
Crazy Neighbor's favorite beer is cold beer. I had a nightmare last night about this live stream.
What, warm beer?
No, about the live stream.
Oh.
I had a dream that we started the live stream and then we got off to chatting and stuff and we forgot about the live stream. And then it's like 2 or 3 hours later and I looked over and it's still live streaming. I'm like, oh crap.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I haven't planned a route yet for where I'm going. That's a project for the coming months, especially in the spring. I should have things kind of firmed up as to where I'm going.
I don't think so, Steve. You know just as well as I do
The last
don't
minute
do
type of
anything
thing.
until the last minute.
Yeah, it's possibly. Okay, let's see. Just scrolling through some comments, guys. Here, thank you, Melanie McKinney. What have you asked? Buying a hubby hunker down shirt for Christmas. Are you still accepting designs for future shirts? Yes, absolutely. If you got any designs,
yes,
please send them on in.
absolutely, yeah.
It doesn't cost me anything to put up another shirt on Teespring. I just send them a new design. I could have like 1,000 shirts.
Well, there's been a few that the people have sent in designs for shirts and merch and stuff and everything. Hey, Steve appreciates all of it. Like some of them are like awesome. The artwork is just like incredible.
Artwork is phenomenal. Like it
incredible.
looks so
Just
professional.
incredible.
Looks a little
Yeah.
too professional for my channel, but
Yeah.
I like that. I haven't been to Alaska. Hey Jeep, I can say hi to you. Why not? I'm the comments are a little. It helps with moderators clearing up.
I worked in Beaufort Sea for a little while, which is way north of Alaska. I was actually closer to Russia than I was to home.
Holy moly!
Yeah,
I was.
That was a long time ago.
Yeah. Let's see. 3. Yeah, I started going up to Alaska one time. That was before 9/11, where you didn't even need a passport to get from Canada to the U.S. And I looked at it on the map because I lived in Grand Prairie, and I got a new car. I drove out to Dawson Creek, which is the start of the Alaska Highway. And I looked on a little map they had, and it didn't look that far. So I figured I'll give it a shot. And I had 4 days off. Turns out it's a lot farther than that. And I got to like Watson Lake in the Yukon, and I was like, I'm not going to make it back to work unless I turn around right now. So that's the closest I've got to Alaska. But I found there is a place in the Yukon called Hunker Creek, of all things. Hunker Creek.
That's right up there with Steveville.
Yeah, so
Steveville.
it's on my list to get to Hunker
Yeah.
Creek. Hunker Creek. Oh, I don't know how to pronounce that, but thank you, Cocoa Puffer. There, I figured it out.
Cocoa Puffer?
Cocoa Puffer.
Is that like a pet name or
Let's
something?
see.
Or
I don't know. Let's see. Shotgun a beer. Oh, no. No, I'm not doing that.
No, I can't do it either. No.
Oh, yes.
I'd have to start a lot earlier in the day. But I have been known to do it. We used to have bearding contests.
Okay, you know what? I'm just going to say hi to Mike Pulden from his beautiful wife.
Oh, awesome.
Okay. Will I hammock camp soon? I was tempted to do that this week. I was like, okay, I don't want to drive too far, but I'm going to do a little stealth hammock thing. But it's cold, so I'm going to want propane with me. Propane accessories and a heater. That is...
Smell that aroma.
Oh, you can't smell it, but that's the secret.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Put beer in
Oh,
with the brats and boil them down, and then the beer turns into like caramelized. Oh, is that already good?
Oh, is it ever?
I can't wait.
Oh, yeah.
And I even grabbed
This is why I can't. I
Some of those-
really can't believe that Johnsonville hasn't sponsored you with all the times that you've done this. Yeah.
if crazy, not as crazy as he looks. Shotgun a brew. We're too old
No,
for
I
shot.
am
We're not-
just as crazy as I look. Believe me.
you guys, I don't know Les Stroud. I know of Les Stroud for sure, but
Yeah.
I'm just a little guppy here. I'm not like a big YouTuber guy. Just getting by.
Not
channel.
a YouTuber guy either. I'm just a gearhead.
Yeah. Okay, so. Okay. Let's see. Sorry. Residual cold here, guys. Jada McMaster. Apparently, you got to get a real job.
There's
yeah,
a
the
song
hammock-
about that. Get a haircut and
The
get a
hammock-
real job.
Okay, so what I got for a hammock? What I got for the hammock is a Hennessy hammock that has the it's a Velcro entrance from the bottom, and you sit down and the Velcro closes shut. The problem is, in the winter, you need an underquilt to go on underneath of it, so then it kind of makes it hard to get in and out. So, yellow mustard on my brats? Yes, indeed, and we got some actual sauerkraut. Did we bring sauerkraut?
Oh yeah.
Okay,
We have
good.
3 kinds of mustard actually.
3 kinds of mustard, sauerkraut.
We have Douce, we have honey. I think it's Douce, honey
Yeah.
mustard, and regular French's yellow mustard or something like that.
Yeah,
We're multi mustard culture.
we've got a big mustard kit with every kind of
Yeah.
mustard that you got to do. And you know what? I'm just gonna say it. Pasta. There you go.
Pasta.
Is it
Yeah.
pasta?
Yeah, you passed it. You
pasta,
passed the liquor store. You
pasta.
passed it.
Little things I say. My wife lost. Well, she didn't lose it. It drove her nuts that I would call it an onion instead of an onion, and it's stuff like that. I don't know. It's just
Tomato.
tomato,
Yeah.
pasta. I don't know. Camping a tree.
Camping in a tree.
That's coming up, guys. Don't worry.
Yeah, it is. It is.
There is a
We got
camping
a
in a tree
plan.
coming up.
There's a few
we've
plans,
got
yeah.
like the only shortage of it's just a shortage of time in order to get these done because we've got like 20 ideas
Yeah.
ahead. That Prospector Rob, thank you so much.
And we got so many comments.
Sean McGuire,
and
you man.
Or Steve, I should say. Steve got so many comments and suggestions of what to do next. And believe me, he looks at them all. He really does.
I do. It's
Well,
I try
There's
to.
people saying, well, why don't you do this stealth camping in the graveyard?
Here we
And
go.
Steve says, well, I have to respect,
Got to respect
what the property is there. I can't do
respect
that.
the dead,
But
right?
some
Like,
people
it's-
think that would be a good thing. But Steve just shuts it down and says, no, I'm not going to do that. I have to respect.
there is plans on the gold mine videos. I can't say exactly where, but when we were on the boat, it is very rare to see in the North Saskatchewan a bedrock ledge because it's pretty much just sedimentary and you got to go down like 20 meters to hit any bedrock here. So I found a bedrock ledge that I'm going to suction clean this summer coming up.
Well, Steve, remember when we did the 2-day river trip and
Mhm.
our engine broke down and we
Mhm.
threw the anchor out? And
Yes.
just where you threw the anchor out, there was a couple of people sitting on the side of the riverbank actually panning
there's-
for gold.
I live in
Panning for
Edmonton, Alberta, and the North Saskatchewan River comes right through the city, and it's loaded with gold. Like there used to be, they used to commercially mine it, and one guy with like a rocker box, which was before the sluice boxes, one guy with a shovel and a little rocker box, be bringing in an ounce a day. That's
Oh,
just
it's not
for one
uncommon
man.
for people to get an ounce a day out of the river,
Yeah.
even right in the Edmonton area.
Well, I think it's pretty picked
Yeah.
clean.
Oh, it is
It's,
now. Yeah,
Thank you, Brian.
it always
Red.
keeps coming a little bit.
We will get some beers on you. Thank you so much. How much longer until the brats are done? I think they're probably done.
Yeah, I think they're pretty close too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. I am not related to Mike Rowe on Dirty Jobs. As a matter of fact, I'm not actually related to any. I get questions all the time. I'm not related to anybody even remotely famous.
Yeah.
That's love my hot sauce, Mark.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's see. Stealth camp at the police station. They would probably just let me park there. Let's see. Tips for first-time campers: overpack. Bring
Yeah.
the kitchen sink if you can.
Everything you think you'd possibly need.
Yeah.
And after 2 or 3 times, you learn what you don't really need.
Start with a ton of stuff.
Yeah, start
Like,
with a ton of stuff.
start with a ton of
whittle it
stuff.
down.
And then when you're going to realize, oh, I didn't use that slow cooker or something, right?
Yeah,
Then
3 times in a row.
And then you whittle it down to what the gear that works for you. Because some people get a lot colder than others. Some people aren't as cold, but the biggest thing, tons of sleeping bags, tarp in your campsite. So if it's raining, that you're not sitting in a little tiny pup tent. Like, you got to be comfortable. Let's see. Hunker down heating is coming along. Mostly word of mouth. I don't want to get too big where I don't have time to enjoy myself, because I found that with like every job I've had, it turns into 60-hour weeks or 70-hour weeks or 80-hour weeks, and on call. Break. Oh, crazy neighbor's having a bio break off of the boat.
The poop deck.
No, go to your house. They ran across the alley there. Bye. Where was I? Yeah, hunker down heating. I don't need that stuff anymore. I'm too old for on call. Okay, I thought this thing was going to collapse there. We didn't tie on any of the panels. They're just kind of in the backyard here. But yeah, I want time to live my life. I'm too old for that on-call stuff. Yes, a lot of comments about weed. It's legal in Canada, but that's what I'll say about that. No, Howard Stern doesn't have the tarp. That's just that way we can remember which side goes on the stern after we Google which one is the stern. Yeah, we are outside right now in the cold, in the backyard. In the yard. Let's see. I've never got a ticket for stealth camping. Let's see, who has asked that? Who has asked that?
Hi guys, I'm back.
Oh, Man Warsmith asks if I've ever been ticketed for camping illegally. Nope. I don't think anybody in Edmonton has got a ticket for that unless they've actually like set up and trashed a place. But then they're usually probably homeless people, and I don't know if they moving the Mr. Buddy heater here.
Yeah, it's because I was out having a fire break and I got cold.
Yeah.
Just cold.
We need a crazy neighbor dance. Well, that's his crazy neighbor dance pose.
Well, that's my hug to the world.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Hey, Steve. Sorry, guys. Just scrolling through the comments here. I'm doing this. Sometimes I have a beautiful wife she sends me some questions, etc. But it's chilly out here. I'm not putting her through this. Let's see. Yeah, I should drink that beer. You talk for a bit. I'm going to drink the beer.
Okay, I'll talk for a bit.
Tell a story, crazy neighbors. Tell us a story.
Okay.
Days past.
Can I tell them about the deer?
No. Yeah, you can tell them about the deer.
Okay, tell them about the deer.
Okay, we're lucky to have this man with us because he'll tell the story.
I'm retired. I have a nice fully equipped garage, and I once in a while buy vehicles from insurance companies. And I've been getting really used to buying Harley Davidsons. So I buy a Harley Davidson from an insurance company that's been wrecked, and I fix it. Well, on July 1st of this year, I was on a Harley Davidson that I fixed and going to visit my youngest boy in the Cusp. I live in Edmonton. I made it to Red Deer. Not Red Deer, I'm sorry, Leduc. I made it to Leduc. And this deer decided to commit harikari and ran into my Harley at 110 kilometers an hour. Now, the deer wasn't doing 110, but I was doing 110. And the deer ran into my motorcycle. Now, it's a really good thing that I was driving that really great big Harley Davidson, FLH, full touring bike fairing, all that kind of stuff. Because if it wasn't for that big bike, we'd have been talking about me rather than to me.
Yeah, that's true.
And I had that bike fixed with the help of my family and my 4 kids. I had that bike fixed in 3 weeks?
Yeah, it was right back on the road.
Yeah, 3 weeks and back on the road. Yeah. But that's my Harley story.
Yeah. Okay. I saw one on there that I'm just going to answer because I'm going to put a couple of buns on there, top of the slow cooker, let them warm up a bit. So we're working with limited resources. I saw one on there. How scared was I with that security guard at the airport? Very. I figured I could plead ignorance on that because there's no signs that say no overnight parking. I'm sure they don't want to encourage it. The biggest thing I think that they would be against is that people would, number one and number two, out there in the parking lot because it's so far from the terminal. So that's what I was thinking that their biggest issue with that would be. But it didn't say on the ticket anything like you can't camp there and overnight, and don't stay in your vehicle overnight. So I just assumed it was illegal, but I didn't want to find out and get hauled into airport security. I think they have a jail in the airport. I don't want to. I realized I was in over my head when I saw. I didn't think they'd be patrolling around that much. I really didn't.
Actually, you guys may, all your viewers out there may think that, Steve breaks this law and that law and everything, but actually he's very careful about it. When, for instance, when we went on our 2-day river trip, we launched our Steve's pontoon boat at Devon, and he actually phoned the city of Devon, and because they had all these signs out there said no overnight parking, and he phoned him and said, "Well, hey, we're going to go on the river for a couple of days. Like, can we get away with parking our truck and trailer there?" I said, "Well, not really a busy time of year, so yeah, sure. Give us a license plate number of your truck and who owns and everything. Yeah, and if the city boys come by, you're okay." And sure enough, we come by 2 days later, no tickets on the windshield, nothing. But that's because Steve, went out of his way to make sure that we would not have a problem. So he does,
Sometimes it is easier to ask for permission than to beg for forgiveness.
Yeah.
Or to pick up your truck from an impound lot somewhere. But yeah, I was recording the phone call and everything for the video, and that's when the video camera fell over. The camera fell over. Okay, let's get to some comments here. Let's see. Everything's gonna be all right.
And yes, Crazy Neighbor is getting loaded.
No, slow down there. Yeah. It's only 8:17 p.m.
It's
here.
only 8:17. Oh yeah.
Yeah. So we're gonna keep this to an hour, guys. Because we have, let's see. Jeff Weber, I'm going to give a shout out to your beautiful wife. And she's
absolutely
unbelievable combat medic doc. Wow, that's very honorable profession for sure. What's that on your hat? They're talking to you.
Oh, this here?
Yeah.
Okay. It's actually a plastic rat.
Mm-hmm.
And I should put it on for shits and giggles to get some comments. That's all it is, really. He has a name. His name is Billy. But, yeah, I should put it on there for shits and giggles.
Yeah. Stealth camping on church grounds. My mother-in-law was actually just mentioning that today of, like, she is fairly religious and she knows all the churches, etc. And she said, "Well, have you thought about going to a church?" And I said, "No, I haven't, but that's possible. I'd have to get permission because I don't want to be trespassing, though. That's a different charge than being at a public campground overnight. Or a public park overnight's $100 fine." David Haft, thank you very much. You are the man. Tell Crazy Neighbor to live stream after. Live stream on Crazy's channel.
I don't have the technological abilities to be able to do
that. I said he could start a channel, but I'm like, I don't want to end up editing a video for me and then editing a video for you.
Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah. I do have a channel with one 17-second video.
Yes. Shout out.
Yeah.
Let's see. Golf course stealth camping. See, the problem is golfers are up early. And actually,
Yeah,
that
but
one,
we
that
can
one's
leave-
that
but
one's
we can leave
trespass.
early.
No, we can't. Let's be realistic.
Oh no, we can't. No,
Gonna be up early. No.
Yeah, exactly. No, we can't get up early. No, that's hard.
Yeah.
That's really hard. Yeah.
Let's see. Yes.
Pull up another question there, Steve.
Let's see. I'm going to see Brendan Colgan. Thank you very much. You are the man. What kind of music do you both enjoy?
Well, lots of it. We enjoy lots of it, and believe it or not, we do a Sunday jam in my garage.
We do a
almost
Sunday
every
jam.
Sunday, and we play a little bit of almost anything, right down to "You Are My Sunshine" to AC/DC, Hell's Bells,
CCR. It's,
or CCR. Yeah,
we have a bit of a set list. So some James
a little
Taylor.
bit. Yeah, James Taylor. Yeah,
But yeah, I play guitar. Not well, but it's for fun. Like, you
Yeah.
can't be a camper if you're not playing guitar on a campfire.
Captain John, our boat mechanic, is the drummer.
Yeah, we got a drummer.
And then we got another guitarist.
I
Ray.
got, who came by the other day? Alzilla from Rockzilla in Edmonton.
Alzilla,
We went to go see his
Big
show.
shout out to
on Monday.
Alzilla.
Alzilla,
Yeah.
he gave me military man, and he's got a bunch of those MRE, IMP in Canada is what they call them, but the MRE
Yeah.
warmers that you don't need, they're flameless,
Yeah,
right?
you just open them up and break
Yeah.
this pouch, and it boils the water.
Yeah, so Al
It's
stopped by and
amazing.
I'll
Yeah.
stop by and fix me with some of these. So
Yeah.
good shout out to Al. That was just fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah.
We saw his band, and Kevin and Stacy, they're great guys. That was a
Yeah.
really enjoyable show.
Big shout out to all those guys. Yeah.
Alex Bosher, thank you very much. What's your dream spot state to camp in?
I
I'm
don't
thinking
think we found it yet.
I haven't found it yet.
I don't think
I'm
so.
thinking north.
No.
I'm thinking Alaska. That would be
Yeah.
that would be it for me. But like with a nice hard-sided camper or something, like I don't want to have any grizzly issues, and I can't be trusted to not
We don't
fall
know what's
asleep,
going on
not
with
fall asleep covered in
Personally,
ketchup.
myself, I think it'd be cool on the water.
Oh,
Like take that pontoon boat of yours and
Yeah.
go out in the water for a while. I think that would be really. I'm really looking forward to this river trip.
yeah.
Big time looking forward to the river trip.
Homemade fire starter. All right, I'll just say it.
Yeah, there's a
Icing,
few.
sugar, and saltpeter. That's
Yeah,
it.
icing, sugar, and
Icing, sugar, and
saltpeter.
saltpeter. So
Yeah.
there you go, and you can research from there.
So you can buy saltpeter at any drugstore.
I don't think so anymore.
Well, yeah,
You can get it on.
Actually, you used to be able to buy it Safeway.
I've seen it on Amazon,
Yeah.
but we're not talking
Yeah.
about how to build pyrotechnics.
No,
here on
no,
my
we're
channel.
not doing any of that.
We don't want any issues like that. Kind of boat. Well, this is
The boat.
How many feet
We're
is this
sitting
thing?
in the boat. In the space that
16
we're sitting
feet
in
or-
here is 8x8. The boat actually from front to stern, not including the protrusion for the 18 horsepower, is 16.5 feet.
Hmm.
So we got 8 feet of camping here, and then we got another 8 feet in the front.
Mm-hmm.
And there's 4 barrels on each side. Steve did all the arithmetic on it for the flotation, and it's phenomenal. We can put an awful lot of weight on this thing.
Yeah, we can. It's
Yeah.
a really good one. Yes, I do fish. The problem is,
You can't eat them here.
yeah, there's to anywhere around the city. Like we got one lake which is loaded with walleye, but they had a train derailment and spilled a bunch of wood preservatives, so you're not allowed to keep any of the fish.
And
North
there was problems
Saskatchewan.
with mercury and stuff for years before.
North
too, but
Saskatchewan
nonetheless,
rivers
yeah.
full of mercury. It just seems we got to drive so far to get to any decent fishing, and I don't know.
But don't get us wrong. Okay, we both enjoy fishing. It's
Mhm.
just we can't benefit from the fishing. You catch the fish,
Yeah,
you throw it off, and if you're fishing with your wife and you catch free fish
Okay.
and she doesn't, well, never mind. That's a different story.
yes. Okay, so we're coming down to 6 minutes because I got to close this off at an hour.
All right.
So I'm gonna.
Let me go a little longer.
Well, I'm gonna. I'm getting cold.
You're getting cold. What a wimp.
No, I'm right here. I'm not dressed. I just got this jacket on. Crazy neighbor put on like a ton of clothes, and I just came
did
running
too,
up.
Yep. Did too.
Let's see.
It is cold.
Okay, so guys, let's give me a shout out. That's a great idea. Let me know where you're from. That's fantastic. I want to see. I can't respond to everybody, obviously, and I know. I got to be camping with fans in Alberta, Saskatchewan, British Columbia. I'm gonna go across the country. Why not? And that'll be fun. That'll be Edmonton. Oh, here goes everybody. Nice. I can see it. There's a lot of viewers are coming in. Holy moly.
Oh, well, look at that. It's just going bananas. Wow.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It's like 1,000 comments came in. Poof,
Mexico.
just like that. Yeah.
Wait a second. Vermilion. Oh, Vermilion.
England.
Vermilion, South Dakota. I went to Vermilion College. That's where I did my. That was in Alberta. There's a Vermilion here.
So you're local hero in Vermilion.
Holy moly. Chris Danforth, you are the man. Thank you so much. I saw that I got so many viewers. You guys in the States recognize my accent right away? Is it annoying? I don't know.
Is what annoying?
Canadian accent?
Us? Well,
yeah.
I tend to be annoying, yeah. I can be annoying.
I'm not sure the accent's annoying, but when I was in Europe, a lot of people had said they knew right away. Like, I couldn't identify it if somebody was American based on their voice, but they could really pick me out.
I've heard that before. The Europeans can pick out Canadians like
that. Europeans and Americans can tell too. Yeah. But
one thing about an American is if you ask an American a question, he'll always answer it with another question. And you ask them about that and say, why do you always answer a question with another question? And you know what their answer is? What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that?
What's wrong with that?
Well, I don't know.
I have nothing.
I'm gonna see Sven Johnson. Thank you. That is highly appreciated. That's gonna get some permanent walls, maybe solar panels on this old boat. Like,
oh yes,
we got big plans. This thing's
when we go down the river, we'll be solar panels. Yeah.
Thank you. You're the man. Alberta, Alberta represent. There's not a lot of Alberta YouTubers. I don't know. There's a couple. Either. There's a few, but I'm not sure. Corbett Plastering Incorporated. I hope the plastering business is going well. Shotgun the beer.
Okay, all right, we'll try.
I'm just gonna down what's left. Surfhead, you're the man. Okay.
Yeah, you can't do the whole thing. I took a good slug.
Yeah, mine was already. Well, I had a third of it left.
Yeah.
Let's see. Okay. Wow. No, Canadians. These two Canadians can't chug very well, but
yeah, that's okay. Was that an American
Torinkins 01. Shout out to her. Shout out to boyfriend Timothy. Ever heard any weird sound that you can't explain when you're camping? Yes.
Yeah.
I know coyotes. I can hear them. I know any of the wildlife. I can kind of figure out what it is. But there's been one weird camping spot back in the day when I camped with Reed. Brent V. Thank you. You're the man. Anyway, we're camped at this one spot, and it's just this whirlwind of like an eerie sound. It's like a sound effect you'd hear out of a movie, just this howling sort of thing. And it was so creepy. We had to actually pack up and leave. Couldn't tell where the sound was coming from, but just absolutely crazy. Aubrey Jones, that's Aubrey. That's a familiar name.
Yeah, okay. That's my granddaughter's name.
Yeah, we're gonna show the food. We got a minute left here. Let's.
We got some time.
No. We gotta get projects. We got people actually waiting at Crazy Neighbor's garage.
Yeah, we do.
We do. Somebody showed up to visit and did not know we were coming out for a live stream, so they've been sitting there probably watching. Dirter and Ray.
Yeah.
Sitting around watching. Where's our mustards?
There's the fork.
No, I'm looking for mustard.
I think they're in this bag. Nope, not that bag. Oh, no.
Oh.
Really?
Tell me there's mustard. Hold on.
Yeah, there, that bag there.
Got an emergency mustard.
There we go.
Can't have enough mustards. Pat F, thank you so much. Gonna, of course, new mustard. Just picked it up today.
And thank you so much for all you guys that tuned in tonight. And I know, you know, a lot of your subscribers, Steve, were expecting the video tonight. Maybe not the live stream, but
Yeah,
hey,
I know the live streams are, they're different, right? But it's something. And actually, like, I love touching base with. I don't want comments about the sound this mustard makes. I know what's gonna happen. Yeah, I like to touch base and get ideas, get a general feel of the channel, about what. Oh yeah, just Johnsonville brats with mustard in there, and I like to get a general feeling. I do read the comments. Yum.
Any more questions?
I dropped it in the snow.
Oh, that's okay. It'll be fine.
It'll work just fine. It'll work just fine. I got these buns from Superstore. It's same as Loblaws type of company out here, but yeah,
ambidextrous buns.
Ambidextrous buns. You can do anything. You could put a weird shaped burger on it or whatever. But yeah. Thank you for the kind words, guys. Like everybody. And again, the live chats that I've missed because I'm not always looking at the screen. My great moderators, Nicholas Green. I'm not going to keep guys up all night trying to keep moderating this, but we are going to shut her down and enjoy these and get back to the guests that we have waiting in Crazy Neighbor's Garage. They're going to be happy that we're bringing some food over to them, I'm sure. Where's the lid? We're letting all the heat out of this pot.
No, I got the lid.
Okay.
Right here.
All right. Excellent. So thanks so much, guys. I'm going to get through these comments and just do kind of a wrap up on the next video, along with full shout outs for everybody I've missed. And I know there's beer donation funds that have came in, greatly appreciated, but they're going to be given a big shout out on the next video, and it's going to be wintry, so get ready for a winter camping video next week. So until then, hunker down, and you are camping with Steve. Thanks so much for all of you guys for watching. You're all amazing subscribers, and I would be on call without you right now, probably fixing a furnace out in the cold. So
thank you so much.
Thanks so much, guys. Cheers. Yeah, cheers. Let's see. Stream.